Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deszren. Most people call me Des. Feel free to call me whichever. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I wash and retwist my hair step by step. So obviously I'm really saturating my hair. It feels so good, y'all, especially if you don't wash your hair that often when you have locks, or every 2 weeks or once a month. It feels so good to really feel that water on your scalp. So honestly, I sit under the water for a pretty long time. The shampoo that I'm using is a Suave Deep Cleansing Clarifying Shampoo. This stuff not only smells really good, but it will leave your hair squeaky clean, which is what you want, especially if you go weeks without washing your hair. I always recommend at least 2 to 3 washes when you are shampooing your hair. The first shampoo is really just loosening up that dirt, any buildup, and preparing to actually cleanse the hair. So I do end up using this shampoo twice before going in with a moisturizing shampoo. Because it's a clarifying shampoo, your hair can feel really dry or kind of stripped after. So you definitely want to make sure that you're following up with a product that is super moisturizing. Another really good clarifying shampoo that I like to use is the Neutrogena Anti-Residue Shampoo. And as you can see, the first shampoo doesn't really create a lot of suds. That's because it is breaking down all that dirt and that buildup on your hair. Now, as you can see, the second shampoo is super bubbly, super sudsy, and that is what you want. You want your hair to be clean. That is how you know you are actually cleansing your hair. And you also want to rinse really good. When you have locks, even starter locks, products can get trapped in your hair very easily. So definitely make sure that you're rinsing very well. Now I'm going to go in with my Carol's Daughter Goddess Strength Fortifying Shampoo. I don't think it's advertised as a moisturizing shampoo, but this stuff literally makes my hair and my client's hair feel so soft, juicy, and moisturized, and the scent lasts such a long time. At least for me it does. So I really do love this stuff. All of the products that I'm using will be linked below, but I'm just making sure that I'm really massaging this product into my scalp, into my hair, squeezing it into my hair, because you want to bring back all that moisture that you took out with the clarifying shampoo. Of course, I do follow up with an oil when I'm actually retwisting to seal in the moisture, but other than that, I don't use any other products to moisturize my hair. I don't use a conditioner, I don't use a leave-in conditioner. This shampoo, along with sealing in the moisture with an oil, really does the job for me. After thoroughly rinsing, I take my microfiber towel and I wrap my hair with that and let it sit while I'm setting up to retwist. And I am going to be using a new gel this time. I told y'all I want to try new products, so that's what I'm doing. And I did order this online from Afro Latinas with Locs, so I will link that down below for you guys. And I'm using my Chebe Infused Anti-Thinning Growth Serum for my oil. Okay, so first I'm going to be taking out the very first row that I have and just making sure that I am separating any of the locks that have started to stick together. I like to separate with my fingers first before I use any kind of hair tool, comb, whatever. And I do apply my oil before I do anything at all. So here you can see I'm separating my locks, trying to clean up my part as best as I can with my fingers. And then I go in with my comb. As you can see, the clips that I have in my hair are pretty loose. You know, some of my locks are coming out of it. And this is what I like to do. It's kind of like a routine I've been like trying to practice when I'm doing my hair now or doing other people's hair. I like to use a loose clip when I'm parting and separating the hair. And then once I've cleaned up my part to my liking, I go in with a duckbill clip that has a much tighter hold to make sure that there aren't any extra hairs going past the part, messing up my part, anything like that. If you clip the hair up with a tight clip before you start parting, you're just going to be breaking the hair off when you actually do begin parting. Plus, it's just easier to work when you have the hair out of your way, especially if you're working on other people too. So because this gel is new to me and I've never used it before, I'm starting off with a very, very, very small amount and adding more if needed. You can always add more gel, but you can never take it out of your hair unless obviously you wash it. So I'm definitely using a little bit at a time just to see the consistency and how this gel works in my hair. And of course, I'm going in with my rat tail comb, just making sure that I'm cleaning up my triangle parts. So I'm adding a little bit more gel and then I begin to twist and I take the loose hairs that have not stayed in with the coil and I wrap that around the lock all the way down. I'm taking the hair, wrapping it around with my right hand, grabbing the hair between my middle finger and my ring finger and passing it back to my right hand. You'll see me do this a couple more times in this video, so if you didn't catch that, of course you can rewind or just keep watching. I do it a few more times. And I do that all the way down and then I palm roll to make sure that my retwist is actually twisted to my root. I get a lot of questions about clip placement. As you can see, I put the clip facing counterclockwise and I'm retwisting clockwise. Most of the time, that is what I do, but there are some times where it just will not work out for a certain lock and I'll have to place it the other way. You'll end up knowing your hair or whoever's hair you're working on. Just clip the lock down wherever it's gonna stay, however way it's gonna stay. If it stays going counterclockwise, fine. If it stays going clockwise, fine. Just make sure that it's not unraveling. Also, I get questions asking, does it matter if my locks are retwisted clockwise or counterclockwise? To answer that, however you started your locks, that is how you should be maintaining them. The most common way to start locks is going clockwise. So most of the time, if you go to somebody, if you go to a loctician, whoever's doing your hair, they're going to be doing it going clockwise. If you started going counterclockwise, that is not a problem. It doesn't really matter. What matters is how you are maintaining it after you start them. Don't start them going counterclockwise and then you start retwisting clockwise, then going back to counterclockwise. Like, don't go back and forth. However you started, that has to stay consistent. If you are inconsistent when it comes to retwisting, you can create a very weak lock, or it's just going to take a really long time for your hair to actually lock because it's not consistent with the retwist. It doesn't know what you want to do. Does it want to unravel? Does it want to stay twisted? You are in control of that. So I know some of you guys are probably thinking, I don't even do that when I retwist my hair. I don't want to wrap the loose hairs around my lock. That is completely your choice. That is completely up to you. But with starter locks, we already know they unravel super easily, which yes, is a part of the process, but I like to do this with my hair because it helps my coils stay intact for longer. It's not like a permanent solution or anything like that, but if you're noticing that you have those long loose hairs and your coils are unraveling very easily even after a fresh retwist, definitely try this out and see if it makes a difference. When I add more gel to the new growth, I'm just lightly sliding my fingers across the top of the gel so I have more control of how much gel I'm actually putting on my hair. Like I was saying earlier, you don't want to use a whole bunch of gel when you're first applying. Use a little bit at a time. I know a lot of us do use products when we are retwisting, which is fine and dandy, you know, do whatever you want to do. But just know if you use products, the more product you use, the heavier the product is, the easier it is going to get stuck in your hair, and the easier it is for the product to build up in your hair. So using products is okay. Just know the consequences and also know how to get it out of your hair, which would be with the detox. And I have a video on that, so go ahead and check that out. I'll put it in the cards for you. I'm using a little bit more product for my front locks because they are slightly bigger and they unraveled way more than the rest of my hair. And you'll notice that after I retwist this lock, I unravel it and retwist it again because I didn't really like how it was laying. It didn't look right at the root for me, so I just did it over again, which is perfectly fine. If you ever notice that your locks are not laying how you like them to or how you want them to, just unravel it and retwist it in the direction that you want your hair to lay. To set my hair, I'm using Cream of Nature's Argan Oil Style and Shine Foaming Mousse. This stuff smells really good. It kind of reminds me of like a men's cologne. I love it. I love scents like that. Anywho, I'm taking my black edge wraps and I'm wrapping that down so any frizz or flyaways at the top stay down, and then I sit under the dryer for about 35 minutes. So this dryer is a Red by Kiss and I love it. It's portable, it's super powerful, and it's just amazing having a dryer like this. I think it was only like $50 on Amazon, so I'll link that below for you guys too. And I dry my hair on medium heat for anyone who's wondering. I'm definitely a fan of this gel, guys. I really do love how this retwist came out. I like the hold of this gel. It doesn't leave my hair feeling stiff or crunchy. It leaves it feeling very soft, but still maintains that nice hold. I'm loving the triangles, the size of this set. Y'all, I really think I am gonna stick with this set for sure, for sure. And then I take this rectangular satin wrap and make sure that all my locks are facing back. They're going back, they're not sticking out. I think I ended up having like one of them stick out, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And I tie the scarf underneath all of them. And I take the two ends and I just wrap them around the top. And that really secures the scarf for me. And sometimes I'll throw on a bonnet too if I really feel like it. And this is the next morning. I decided to do a quick little style, just putting some behind my ears. I got a little side part going on, you know, something cute, something simple, nothing too crazy. Y'all know me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.